Hello and welcome back, beautiful souls. This is Sip and Spill, your go-to space for real talk, real life, and a whole lot of love. I'm your host, T, and this is my co-host, Stephanie. And we're here to unpack life's highs, lows, and the in-between sips. So pour something warm, get comfy, and let's get into it, guys.
Go.
All right, guys. So we're going to pick right up where we left off at for the resilient reflection with me, of course. So where we left off is I was talking about being on the phone with him making me be on the phone with him. Well, as soon as I hung up the phone, I got the worst headache of my life. When I tell y'all, it felt like somebody hit me in the back of my head, right at the occipital part of your head. It was the worst headache ever. It was like on 100 million. The pain was so intense, I couldn't even think clearly. I had sent Stephanie a voice note telling her what had just happened. And I was telling her to be careful because I didn't know if he was possibly on his way to do anything to her, even though he was home or whatever. And she had told me, T, you need to call the cops. You need to call 911 right now. But my head hurt so badly that I couldn't even think straight. So as I mentioned earlier, the sexual assault nurse examiner later explained that I had lost consciousness at that time. I had literally blacked out. So the next thing I remember was waking up that following morning to a phone call from my daughter. And what was my daughter saying? Happy Mother's Day. When I tell y'all this was the hardest conversation I've had in my life because I had to hold it together. And of course, hearing my baby's voice, which is a familiar voice, and I wanted to break down. But I knew I had to hold it together. But my baby sensed her intuition is just as heavy and as thorough as mine. She knew something was wrong. She's like, Mom, you good? You okay? And I'm like, yeah, baby, you know, I'm still sick from the climate change, from me moving you there or whatever. She was like, nah, Mom, it sounds like something else. Are you sure you're okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, baby. I'm okay. And she was like, okay, you know what, Mom? I'm going to let you have that. And I'm going to call you back later to check on you. And I said, okay, baby, I appreciate that or whatever. So once I got off the phone with her, I called my sister Jasmine because I didn't know what else to do. And as soon as I heard her voice, y'all, I don't even know what I said, but I just blurted it out. Like the only thing I could really get out was he raped me. And she was like, oh, and I was like, AJ or whatever. And before I could even process what was happening, my sister had 911 on three-way. And somehow she was already at my door, guns a-blazing and all. She was not playing. Now, my little sister only lives like 3 minutes from me. So she was here and the sheriff's office got here in a record amount of time. So when they got here, they took the report and everything, and they took my clothes. They took everything off the couch or whatever, the covers, the pillows and all that stuff or whatever. They took all that for evidence, and they gave me a card, and he was like, I need you to go to the Rape Crisis Center. Now, mind y'all, I didn't even know that that's how this works, because in Buffalo, if you come in the ER, you go to the ER when you've been raped, and we have to call the same nurse or whatever for her, which is the sexual assault medical examiner or medical nurse or whatever. So we have to call them, and they're like on call, and they come and they do what they need to do at the ER. So I thought that I had to go, to the ER, and they was like, no, you're going to go to this place and such and such and blah, blah, blah. So Jasmine drove me or whatever, and we checked in. And again, it's kind of the same process as the ER. The nurse is on call, so they have to call them. And this was Mother's Day, right? So we were there for 6 hours for the whole process. And I am going to walk y'all through the examination, because most people don't know what the survivors even go through after reporting an assault. Like, real talk. It's not just, oh, she reported it and this is that. No. After the sexual assault, many survivors choose to undergo what's called a sexual assault forensic exam. And sometimes it's referred to as a rape kit or whatever. That's the, layman's terms for it. And it's not just a medical exam, y'all. It's a process of documenting injuries, collecting potential evidence, and making sure the survivor receives the medical care that they need or whatever, right then and there, and also afterwards and everything. And I don't think that people realize how difficult this experience can be. Like, you just got done getting raped, and now you have to go to a medical examiner.
Stranger.
Yes, at that. And you have to explain one of the most traumatic moments of your life that happened to this person. You're asked personal questions. Photographs are taken of you. My entire body photographs was taken of me. They did basically a head to toe thorough examination. They also put me under the blue light for bruises on the outside of me. And when she did my internal exam or whatever, they also put a light inside of me to see all the bruisings and things like that. And when I tell y'all, the nurse, she was amazing. She was so gentle. She talked me through it. She told me exactly what was happening. When I started getting overwhelmed and anxious, she would stop, talk to me, calm me down or whatever. It was so much that went on and so overwhelming. And it's like, it kind of felt like you was reliving what just happened to you. And, for me, it just wasn't the medical exam just wasn't about them collecting evidence. It was literally a reminder of what just happened to me that I never asked for. Right. And it took everything in me to just stay present in that process and in that moment, because it was hard. It was extremely hard. And, I share this not to create sympathy, not at all, y'all, not at all. But people need to understand that healing doesn't begin the moment the sexual assault ends. It does not. So for many survivors, there are medical exams, police reports, interviews, court proceedings, and countless moments to relive this trauma. And that's exactly how it was for me. Point blank, period. And it's like the assault happened in that single moment, right? But the journey took 2 years. The journey is lifelong, like real talk. It is a lifelong journey. And man, I pray that my story is going to encourage and help others to better understand what us rape survivors endure. And I just pray that you guys are more understanding, because so many people look at the survivors and they judge us instead of judging the rapist or whatever, what he did. Well, what was you wearing? What was you doing to provoke him? Right. I was at home sleep. I was sick. I hadn't even talked to this man, right? So he came to my house. So I was not doing anything, but it's always the blame on the survivor or whatever. So, but before I close, I want to send my deepest gratitude to Partnership, the Rape Crisis Center. They have been here for me since day one. They gave me medical attention right then and there, medications. They put me on every single thing that you could think of or whatever to prevent certain things. And then I had follow-ups or whatever the next day, 3 months, 6 months, a year, to make sure that everything was good down there. Right. And not even only that, they have a court advocate that would go to court, come to all my court proceedings with me. They were officers or off-duty cops or anything. And they would come to all the court proceedings with me. You met one. I love her. Her name is Angelina. I love her to death. She's a sweetheart. But they go to all the court proceedings, and they also call to check in on you every week. Right now we're at every 2 weeks. And then I'm going to graduate to every month. But they also set me up with therapy services for counseling. And they also set me up with EMDR services that I needed. And when I tell y'all the amount of resources that they have that they can help you with, man, it is it's a beyond, and all this is free of service. So I just want to send a huge thank you to everyone at Partnership for your compassion, your dignity, and the care that you showed me during one of the darkest moments of my life. Thank you for standing beside victims and survivors every step of the way. And the work you do changes lives, and I will forever be grateful. So thank you to Partnership. And now we're going to go ahead and transition over to our Sip of the Day segment with Stephanie.
Hey. So, welcome to the Sip of the Day with me. What's up, T? What's going on with you?
It has been one of the most emotional weeks I have had in a long time. But I'm going to give myself till Sunday to get it all out of my system. And I'm going to give myself till Sunday morning. Sunday morning, I got to get my butt up and dust this bullshit off because but I'm going to give myself grace though. And I'm going to allow my emotions to go ahead and fully get out and be present and everything. And I'm not going to suppress any of my emotions. And I think that sometimes we as people, we do that, and it doesn't do anything but hold it in, right. You know, and I'm not doing that. I'm letting it out. Anytime I feel like I need to cry, I'm letting it out, as you hear me now. But it's been an emotional week, but I'm here and I'm present. But what I do want to say, even though it's been an emotional week, I had some good food.
Food is everything, right?
I went to this Peruvian restaurant called, I don't know if it's Ajay or I think it's Ajay, Ajai, and it's out in Uruguay. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I had an oxtail plate.
Oh, girl. That's
oh my God. When I tell y'all they could cook, they was cooking it up and I was eating it up. It was so good. Yum, yum. Eat them up. Yum, yum. Eat them up. Now do the oxtail dance. And then and then they have this mango drink that I took or whatever that we got or whatever to go. And it was even good. When I say them oxtails, girl, was cooked to perfection. Magnifique, a 10 out of 10. So y'all definitely have to try it. It's called Ajay, A-J-I, and it's in Uruguay. Now they do have different hours of operation. So you're going to have to go and look them up or whatever, because they're different hours. They're very different. So, but their food was amazing, girl. So, and to you, what's been up with you, Mama Sita?
Girl, is it something about this retrograde got your girl feeling tired in all caps?
You tired. And I'm emotional. Shit.
All I want to do is eat and sleep. That's all I want to do. Okay.
Okay.
But for real, it's been business as usual for me. You know, getting ready for this autism awareness field day this Saturday, and I am so grateful that my best friend and my sister are coming out to help me. And
I'm excited.
My son. I'm gonna get to sell some of my goodies and have my favorite people with me.
So if you have nothing to do, come out to the Autism Awareness
Field Day.
Where at?
Washington Hills Center. Yeah,
all that.
I'm still searching for pieces for my bedroom, of course, you know. And considering that Aiden's getting ready to turn 10, I've decided to add another bill, right? I think I'm gonna surprise him with a new bedroom.
He's gonna be so grateful. Yeah, he's such a grateful baby. He's gonna be so grateful and happy. He's gonna be like, thank you, Mom.
Yeah. So school starts in a couple of weeks.
It does, girl. It does for y'all parents. So, well, I'm a parent, but I got grown babies.
Look, I was almost there. I was almost empty nester, but I got my amazing little Aiden now.
Yeah.
So all I'm hearing is ching ching to ching to ching.
Oh God, yeah.
From redecorating to spinning for school, that's all I hear.
Whew.
But that's about it for me.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well,
I do want to say this.
what?
No matter what you go through, you always remember that you're an amazing person.
Oh, girl, don't get me to.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to do it. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. And I love you too. And sometimes that's all you need is some kind words from your best friend. Jasmine called me earlier and I seen my god babies, and one little baby was limping because she got her school shots in her thighs. Girl, if you could have seen her limping, girl, she was limping, but her little ass was walking fast as hell. She's like, fuck this shit. It was hilarious. So I seen her face, heard their voice or whatever. Both my babies told me this morning they love me, and then hearing you, just that. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. Thank you. Thank you.
Baby girl. All right. Up next is the main pour with tea. Mm-hmm. Take it away.
So the topic of discussion for today, my loves, is, are people overusing trauma as an excuse?
Ooh. Are they?
Now, let me just say, trauma is definitely real. You know, it changes people. It affects relationships. And it also can leave long-lasting emotional wounds. Absolutely. But where's the line between understanding trauma and using it to avoid accountability? Like, yeah. So can both healing and personal responsibility exist at the same time? So today we're going to explore a conversation that's become increasingly common in today's culture, y'all.
Absolutely.
So, how do I put this? What's the difference between explaining your behavior because of trauma and excusing your behavior because of trauma?
Well, the difference is that when you're explaining your behavior because of trauma, you're trying to inform somebody what you've been through, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're excusing it, it's like acknowledging it, but then you're saying, I don't want to do the work to make it better. And I'm going to be this way because this is what happened to me.
Yep.
Like, what?
I mean, basically trauma can explain why someone reacts a certain way, but it shouldn't be used to excuse hurting other people. Yeah. It's like understanding the root of the behavior is important. It's good. You know what I'm saying? We see where the root, where it stems from, got you, but it's still your responsibility to work on it. You know, I can have compassion for you and for your story, but I still expect accountability.
Girl.
Shit.
Absolutely. And I don't think they understand accountability.
Oh God, no. Oh my God.
So can trauma change who you are, or does it simply reveal that you need healing?
Oh, I think both can coexist. Trauma can change the way you see the world, the way you trust people or respond to situations. Absolutely. But I also believe it shines a light on wounds that need attention, y'all.
Clock it.
Man. What do you think?
Well, like you said, it's both, right? Mm-hmm. Trauma can change how you respond to people and situations. I don't think it changes who you are to the core. But
right.
It definitely reveals parts of you that still need healing. Mm-hmm. It exposes your fears, your insecurities, and your triggers, right? And as well as your coping mechanism. Mm-hmm. It's not to stay there, but it's to recognize the wounds and take responsibilities for them. So don't make your trauma an excuse to stay there.
Oh, girl, that's a mouthful because so many people want to stay there. It's like they want to stay stuck in a victim mentality. Right.
That's really all they know.
Right. But you're a whole survivor. Yeah. Like, yo, I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. You're a survivor. Stop having that victim mentality.
Yeah, it's time to let it go. So you can be a better person, a better version of yourself.
All that and the above. And I'm wondering, at what point does understanding someone's past stop being a reason to tolerate unhealthy behavior?
Girl, when a person keeps using it as an excuse to be the way they are, instead of getting better.
So it's like, basically, we can understand someone's past without allowing it to become permission for them to repeatedly hurt others. Like,
right.
You can't, or I've been, such and such happened to me. So, but that's why you did,
A, B, and C.
Exactly. Like, they don't even go together. Right. They don't even live in the same house. Like, come on now, make it make sense. 5 + 5 ain't equaling 10, motherfucker. Right. Come on now. Oh, but you know what? I feel that we have been afraid of offending people, and we've stopped having honest conversations about accountability.
Oh, yeah. And you know why?
Why?
It's because they make excuses for it and they make you feel guilty.
Ooh,
you start calling them out on it. They're like, "Are you just dismissing how I feel? You're not understanding what I'm going through." And you just merely want them to work on it so they can be a better person.
That's all.
And they can heal and be the best version of themselves.
Right. And compassion is important. We have compassion, but accountability is part of compassion too. Like, real talk. I mean, you got to understand, sometimes the most caring thing we can do is tell someone the truth instead of enabling their unhealthy behavior.
Absolutely.
And that's the one thing I'm going to do, is always tell you the truth.
Whether it hurts your feelings or not.
Girl, man, telling the truth done got me into so much shit. Bitch.
But you ain't the problem. They are.
It done got me dissed and dismissed, bitch. But it's okay. Because at the end of the day, they can say, you know what? At least she told me the truth.
Right. And then, right. So we asked, so what does taking ownership look like in a healthy way? Like,
did I answer that? Well, first and foremost, being honest with yourself. You have got to be honest with yourself and recognize your unhealthy patterns.
Absolutely.
And apologizing when you cause harm. Take accountability of that. You know what I'm saying? Set boundaries. Ask for help when you need it or whatever. And make a daily choice to grow instead of staying stuck in that victim mentality. And when I want to circle back to the recognizing your unhealthy patterns, because here's the thing, they don't just show up in that one instance.
Right.
This shit has been a pattern.
Right.
It was probably a pattern with your ex, you know what I'm saying, and with your ex before that ex, and the ex before that ex. And I get it, things do happen in relationships or whatever, situationships, whatever. However, there has to become a point in time where you understand your patterns. I know I'm not the only one that said your ass is indecisive and dismissive. Like, come on now. And controlling. Like, come on now. Let's not do that. Let's not go there. My bad. I done took over. Okay, girl, you go ahead and answer your own question. I just had to get some shit off my chest.
So crazy, girl. So to me, taking ownership of your healing means you stop expecting everybody else to fix your trauma. You can also acknowledge what happened to you, but you can also acknowledge that you need to heal.
That part. Don't act like you got it all together, because none of us got it all together.
We don't. And some of the ways to work on it is to go to therapy.
Sorry, but
I'm like, what the fuck was going on right there?
The line? Bitch, I didn't want to laugh.
That's what my brain is.
I didn't want to laugh, but bitch, when you laughed, I was like, that shit was funny as hell. Okay. Ooh, child. Okay. She over here making a mixtape, y'all.
But
God.
Yeah, a good way to start is to at least go to therapy, set boundaries, learn how to communicate and what you need instead of just reacting. Right. Just like you mentioned. Right. So healing isn't about pretending that you don't feel pain or hurt, because we all do. We all go through things, we all experience some type of pain. But it's about making sure it's not controlling your decisions or hurting the people that's around you.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth?
Girl.
Ain't that the truth? I'm wondering, though, can someone truly heal if they continue blaming everyone else in their life for what has gone wrong?
No.
Of course not.
Can you unspoil food?
Hell no.
Like, you're forever stuck in this vicious cycle if you don't take control of your life and get the help that you need to work on your trauma.
Exactly. Because you can acknowledge what people did to you and have done to you without giving them permanent control over your future.
Mm-hmm.
Like healing starts when you take back ownership of your life.
Right.
You know, you can't stay stuck there and continue blaming other people. When are you going to start not getting over it, but moving forward, moving from that? We know what they did. You know what they did. It ain't going to change. However, you have to change. You have to elevate.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep it moving.
Yep. Period.
Girl. Do you think the unresolved trauma can become emotional manipulation without the other person realizing it?
Girl, yeah. Some people do it, not even know that they're unknowingly guilt tripping you.
Mm-hmm,
right? So it's to keep people close, and they also seek reassurance.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even lash out because they feel rejected. But they might not even see or realize that they're doing it because it's normal behavior and that's how they survive.
Yep.
Like
this is their normal.
Yeah.
This is a every Monday thing.
Right. But it's still not an excuse.
No.
To accept that kind of behavior. And if someone brings it to your attention, it's important that the person doesn't get offended and shut down and take it as an opportunity to heal. Yes.
I mean, sometimes people, like you said, people don't even realize they're using guilt, fear, control, or emotional outbursts because those behaviors, like you said, are normal. They become, they're in survival mode. This is their survival mechanism.
Right.
You know, so that doesn't automatically make them a bad person. No, it doesn't. But it does mean you need to become aware of your shit and you need to work on it. Real talk. Like, we can't keep excusing this behavior. Like, seriously.
Do you think that someone is have unhealed trauma? Should they take a break from dating until they work through it?
You know, I think that depends. It's situational. I mean, no one is ever completely healed. And you know, I say this all the time or whatever. But if your trauma is causing you to repeatedly hurt people and make it impossible for you to build a healthy relationship, then taking time to focus on yourself, I feel that may be the healthiest option and the healthiest decision.
Right.
What's your thoughts?
I think that it doesn't automatically mean you shouldn't date. We all have some type of unhealed trauma.
Absolutely.
But are you self-aware enough to recognize that how this affects your relationship? And are you actively working on it? Okay. Now, if your trauma is constantly being projected onto other people and your partner, and you're using your trauma to manipulate, this can become emotionally and physically abusive behavior. And I don't think people realize that.
They don't even realize that they're being manipulative. And when you bring it to their attention, you know, it's, oh God, you use that word and they just, but
fly off the handle.
Right. But you know, you have to go and study and research the word and see how it coincides with what I'm talking about, how you're using it, what you're doing, you know, and things like that. So, and again, like you said, sometimes it's not all, but they're not even aware enough. That's why you need to become more self-aware of the things that you do, the things that you say. Absolutely. So, well, where should we draw the line between giving grace to someone's past and expecting responsibility for their present then?
Oh.
This is the way you laughed.
So I think the line is...
God.
What is wrong with it?
I don't know.
I think the line is where their past become an excuse for their present and future behavior or choices. And we all should have a little grace because everyone has been through something.
Yeah.
You know, me, you, and I, we always go through things. But once you're aware of how your trauma affects others, it is your responsibility to do something about it.
You better work it out. You better work it out. Well, grace, I don't feel should ever eliminate accountability. Period. We can extend compassion for what they have gone through, for what someone has gone through, right? Cool. But we still expect them to take responsibility for how they treat other people at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I believe both can exist at the same time. We can give grace, but I still expect you to take responsibility and own up to your shit. Real talk. That's just that.
That's absolutely true. Speak the facts, girl. Well, in closing, I want to say this. At the end of the day, trauma may explain why we are the way we are, but healing determines who we become. We should all give grace to people's past, but we should also expect responsibility in the present. Healing isn't about perfect, but it's about being willing to work on you so that your pain doesn't become someone else's. Clock it.
Perfect. Perfectly said. And now we're going to go to our last sip segment with this young lady over here. Take it away, girl.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the last sip segment. This is where we have a surprise question for each one of us. Neither one of us know what we're going to ask. So let's get to it.
Let's get into it, y'all.
All right. What's an unpopular opinion that you stand on?
Let me think about this one. I think leftovers taste better the next day.
Oh, girl, they do.
Period. Some people's like, I don't do leftovers, whatever. Now, here's the thing with me. I don't do 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 day leftovers. That I don't. But I will do 1, 2, and possibly 3. But that first day, scrumptious, man, everything done marinated.
It's perfect.
No. Oh, like when you have sex in the morning, the pussy done marinated overnight. See, I told you. I mean, hey, I
keep that in there.
Yeah. So what's the unpopular opinion you stand on?
Well, mine is sleeping with the TV on is comforting.
You know, I have to agree. Yeah. Just the light and the hearing the people talk and everything, mind you, I mean, it only takes a couple seconds for me to fall asleep. Right? Yeah, so I'm only hearing a little bit. But it is comforting. It's soothing.
But sometimes there are moments where, depending on what comes on in the middle of your sleep, it might wake you up scared.
Yeah, you'd be like, what the hell? Especially if an infomercial comes on and they're extra loud, like, hi, guys. You're like, God,
oh, that infomercial that pastor used to be screaming all the
time. Oh, God, girl.
You got to wake up to that. What in the world is coming to me?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so what's one or some of the funniest nicknames you have named somebody in your phone or named somebody in general? I got a whole list. You go ahead and tell me yours.
So a nickname that I gave somebody was Limp Dick. The name is pretty much self-explanatory.
It is?
I don't need to explain that one. What about you?
Girl, I got a whole list. I got a whole list. You're Miss Rasta Gal.
No. I thought I was... No,
I've switched you from emotional to Rasta Gal. I got somebody played in my face since 2021.
What?
Nigga, yeah. Guns a-blazing, that's Jasmine. Cause when she comes to my house, she showed up and showed out. She was ready to flatten my apartment. Like, real talk. Then I got AAA ass nigga. That's one of my male friends. Cool as hell. Then I got melanated and she just don't know it. That's Kenneth. I got disappearing acts. Cause I got a male friend, y'all. Literally, when he get with a new chick, he disappears.
Girl.
I'm like, yo, how we gonna be friends and cool if you just, like, it ain't even that type of party with us. Like, real talk. I got confusion.
Oh.
Self-explanatory. Let me see. What else do I got up in here? I think that's all I got. That's all I got for now. That's all I got.
She had me listed as Allstate. No.
I did.
Yeah, Allstate. And then she had me as emotional. What?
Just emotional.
Yeah, emotional. Because I'm always emotional.
Yeah, well, I guess now you can switch my name to emotional since this week has been an emotional week.
You'll be fine Sunday.
I ain't got no choice but to be fine Sunday because that's all I'm giving myself to Sunday to get this shit together. Get it together, girl. All right. It's on you.
So what's something that is completely normal but gives you an ick?
Oh my God, double dipping chips. When you are out with a group of people and you see them double dip, like, nigga, just scoop some of the saucer off and put it on your sauce plate or whatever, your saucer. And but don't double dip. Don't double dip.
I absolutely agree with her on that.
It's just too much. It's just too much. What about you?
Well, mine is cottage cheese. And look, I have never tried cottage cheese. But the look of it makes me not even want to try it. You know how the cat, when they see yogurt, they be like, that's how I feel every time I see it. It's disgusting. But she eats it all the time.
I do. And I love it. So as men and women, I know we have all done this. All of us have done this, and I'm not too shameful or too proud to say that I have done this. But Stephanie, girl, I want to know, in the past, have you ever begged a man or seen yourself as being desperate?
Bitch, I guess it was yes.
You said you guess? Oh, the burp. The burp spoke for you.
Right. You ain't got to tell my business. So, normally we don't trust our own tuitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should. God gave it to us for a reason. And I would convince myself that I'm missing them, knowing that I don't need to be with them.
Right.
Right. So, you know how typically after things, you end things with someone and you go through all these different emotions and, you start doubting, like, dang, I miss you in the missing them phase. And you're like, man, this probably means I need to be with them. It's always the earliest phase, though, right?
Yep.
It's like within the first 2 days, you done built a routine with this person.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're talking to them at night, and then the nighttime is the worstest time after a breakup because that routine is no longer there, and you're by yourself with your thoughts.
Yeah.
So I reached out to this nigga and told him I just wanted to check on him, and he told me don't ever text him again.
God damn.
Bitch, it didn't take me but one time.
That's all it takes. Yeah, listen. Okay.
I was like,
yeah, okay.
Listen, when he said that to me, I said, okay, you ain't got to worry about that because I said, man, I feel so stupid.
Girl.
Like, after all the thoughts and memories all that went to the trash bin, I was like, who he talking to? Who the fuck he talking to?
Girl, they get over us real quick.
I was like, oh, I was the one that anything. I should have kept the shit the same way. No, never again.
Grieving a relationship and a situationship is a different type of, it is. And we've all been there. We've all been there.
You get stuck in that phase. And missing somebody does not mean that you go back to them.
That's right.
You're not missing the person. You're just missing the
routine of things. Yeah. That's pretty much all.
It.
That's pretty much all.
Once you get them out of your system, you be like, I ain't need that.
Girl.
No. What about you?
I'm so glad that we are not the type of people that are too shameful or let our pride in the way to admit certain things. Like, nah, this has happened to us. Like, this has happened to... It is. Girl, I got 2 stories. 2 of them. Girl, I sure do. Y'all know I like stories. I be having the good stories. Girl, the one... I sent this nigga an edible arrangements to his house, y'all. The delivery driver called me and was like, Miss Fair, I'm like, yes. Cause I'm like, who is this? The number came. She was like, I'm here at the house. I hear the dog in the house and I hear him moving, but he ain't coming to the door. I was like, okay. She was like, listen, she's like, I can see him too. You want me to go to the side? I was like, honey, no. She's like, no, cause I can go to the side. I'm like, girl, listen. I'm like, nah, you good. I'm like, he know it's there or whatever. Listen, let me tell y'all something. He ain't never have to speak to me a day in his life, but the motherfucker could have at least said thank you. Cause I sent him an edible arrangements of fruit and I sent him a red velvet cake or whatever from edible arrangements. Girl didn't say a damn thing, but I bet you that nigga was finger licking his fingers.
He ate it, I bet.
Oh, he ate it.
Oh, sir.
The sir ate it.
Okay.
Yeah, that part.
Light-skinned nigga.
Girl.
Was he light-skinned?
Yeah.
That's light-skinned nigga shit.
Oh my God. So, yeah. And so the other one is, I was dating this man and he kept giving off push and pull vibes. And one thing you know about me, Stephanie, I can't stand when actions and words don't match. I can't do the indecisiveness because it confuses me. And all right, if you out there doing that shit, please stop. Like if you're indecisive or you don't know, maybe you shouldn't be dating then, because man, you doing that, you creating a trickle down effect and it's tainting your relationship. And that's exactly what it did, Stephanie. We would bicker, we would have arguments and things like that over stuff that wasn't even relevant, but it was because sometimes the headspace that I was in was a headspace of confusion, because one minute we talking about this, and that, elevating. And then the next minute, you posting, solo dates, single dates and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know where I even stand. You know what I'm saying? And so it just like, it was a lot. So if y'all doing that, please know that it's going to take an effect on it's going to have an effect on your relationship, your situationship, whatever you got going on. It's going to have an effect on that other person. Even if you think it's not. Exactly. So with that being said, girls, like the tables turned on my ass, 24 hours, the energy was shifting. The 25th hour, well, the 24 hours, everything was good. That 25th hour,
he pulled a Cinderella.
Girl, his energy shifted and he got upset when I called it out. But it's funny because when I called it out, he's like, oh, now you telling me about myself or whatever. But then, but he's like, I just can't do this. I'm like, so there was an energy shift, right? Girl, the motherfucker listen, y'all. He canceled plans. Listen, first and foremost, he canceled plans. His responses grew longer. Girl, and then his conversations became dry and unseasoned.
Like white people who... Okay, some of y'all white people. Not all of y'all.
But that's how I knew that his stance had changed in regards to me. And you know what I'm saying? And then him saying that he just can't do it or whatever. So, okay, cool. So it's crazy because it's like the entire time when I would give distance, he would pull in. But then when I would pull in, he would lean back. And it's just like,
lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it.
That part, girl, that makes you dizzy or whatever. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I tried to get him back, right? I tried. And then a light bulb went off in my head and was like, bitch, what the fuck you begging for? You begging for more confusion and more indecisiveness? Like, the effect on me was confusion. Why would you want that back? Listen, his switching up and his energy shifting, let somebody else deal with that. If he needs somebody else or whatever, or wants to be, allow them to deal with it, because it's not going to stop with you.
No.
It's going to continue on until he rectifies that behavior, but he didn't want to see it. He didn't want to see it. He wanted to blame me for just bringing up things, but in the end, you would do exactly what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, girl, once I came to reality, listen, I deleted the whole contact, deleted the text thread, deleted the call log, deleted any pics, any videos. Girl, I deleted the auto deliveries I set up to surprise him with toilet paper, dish liquid, and laundry detergent for him and his kids. Deleted it all.
Crazy word.
And what I'm going to say is, this is going to be the last time I give those two situations any room to exist or breathe on this platform. They're not even getting room to live rent free in my mind
or heart.
And I wish nothing but the best.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah.
Men in Black.
The hell's that?
They make you forget shit.
Oh, shit.
You forget.
Forgotten. Forgotten. That's hilarious. Forgotten. Mm-mm-mm.
That's the end of our last sip.
I hope y'all enjoyed that.
I hope y'all did. The next is up. Is our sip of wisdom with T. That's her favorite segment.
It is, because we get to pour the wisdom onto y'all that we have received or that we know. And I am going to piggyback off of our main pour segment, our discussion question, the topic that we talked about. And what I want to say is, y'all pain, my pain, and your pain, it deserves compassion. Mm-hmm. But your healing requires your active participation, y'all. Real talk.
Absolutely.
Trauma may explain how you got here or there, but it doesn't have to determine where you go next. So what I want to say is, in order to go from a victim to survivor, you have to be an active participant in your healing journey, in trying to get better, wanting to get better, making things better, Absolutely. Doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Looking into yourself, recognizing your patterns, recognizing that, there's an issue here and I need to dig deep within myself, self-reflect, take accountability. Nothing is wrong with these things. Know yourself more, study yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, what's your sip, girl?
So mine is pretty simple, straight to the point, you know. Mine is loyalty without accountability is just enabling.
God dang.
So I am no longer being loyal to the people that have no accountability.
Shit.
Hold yourself accountable, folks.
Yeah, that was definitely deep. I like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, y'all, it's time to say goodbye. And I'm going to let this final sip
with me.
With Steph.
So, unfortunately, this brings us to Unfortunately, this brings us to the end of today's sip. Thank you for joining us on Sip and Spill. Please comment, like, subscribe, follow, and share. We hope this
Wait. Yo, we have got to give thanks and kudos to our followers, our day ones. When I tell you we have some riders out there that absolutely love our stuff. They love, like, share, follow, comment. Thank you all so much for being a huge support system. We really, really appreciate you. Knowing that we're new to this platform, you know, we're just starting out. So we're trying to, you know, get our feet wet and get the feels of everything. Yeah. So, you know, we're going to mess up. We're going to do things. Oh, they shouldn't have did that. Well, you know, we'll do it better the next time. But we thank you all for your positive feedback, for your constructive criticism, because we take heed to all of it. So thank you to our followers. We love you, you beautiful souls.
Well, I hope this conversation gave you something to reflect on. Keep sipping, keep spilling, and we'll see you next time right here on Sip and Spill with
T
and Steph. Bye.
Bye.